It's in the game.
Okay. EA Sports is in the game.
One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Looking for a man, it's Nickel. The short hands, it's Moore. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Now he's going to break the pocket. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him.
Snags it and he's open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Canes have this offense rolling. Here's how the career starts, his first carry. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one, it's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the Hurricanes line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's nickel. He'll pull it down. Turning it on. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. And the Canes with the 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. The give on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Well, you weren't able to get anything running the football there in the first play. You get a TFL. So now you go to the screen and give it back to your running back and let him make something happen in the passing game. There's a lot of different ways you can sprinkle these backs the football, and that was a good idea there on 2nd down.
Got a little grass. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Going to try to pop one on the screen. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Looking to throw, it's nickel. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Hurricanes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Witherspoon. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again?
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. As they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Gets the first himself. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between two top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Some misdirection with the counter. Picks up the first down. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, David.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
Right on the money. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Miami!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play.
Maybe a crease. He's inside the 40, the 20. He's at the touchdown, Hurricanes. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
And another connection and another big play for this offense. And they keep the gas to the floor. Like they're still throwing the football, still making big plays. And this defense, they still have found zero answers in how to get back in this football game.
Quarterback making adjustments. The give on the counter. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes
Throws toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
That 50-yard field goal attempt was no good, and now they'll have to play defense. First and 10 from the 33. The run inside. It's Witherspoon. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll try the left side. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Wants to throw. It's nickel. Fires to the middle. Got a man. It's Robinson. There he goes. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost yardage leaves them looking at second and 14. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The big fullback's got it. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Now they'll try the right side. Makes it past the marker. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
And third down, they keep it on the ground with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the first down.
Listen, just to be on the field on third down as a running back means
There's some room. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the North Carolina Tar Heels. And it's South Carolina trying to win the home opener. They've got the lead midway through the first half. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the ACC. Now back to your game in South Bend. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. And with that, let's send it back to the home of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. We're just about ready to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Young. And the coverage team able to... Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. To the air, it's Nickel. Using his legs to buy some time. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll run it on the counter. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He spins that thing down the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
you've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
What will the offense dial up on third and goal? He's looking to pass. The screen, and watch out. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Catch in the middle. It's Robinson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Running inside. It's Witherspoon. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, a big reason why they're up on the scoreboard is because of how successful this guy's been running the football. And in this position, at this time in the game, with the lead, you want to keep doing that. You want to ice the game. This guy's getting better as the game goes on, so keep handing him the football.
Dropping back, it's Nickel. Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Moore. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Going with the counter play here. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Absolutely center cut. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gets it out fast. At the 40, there he goes. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. Let's be interesting now to see if this defense mixes up their coverages a little bit more, but no question they've got to tackle better on the back end.
Back to throw, it's Nickel. It's complete on the right side. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play. play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. This time he wants to throw. Keeps it going. Looking down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They're dealing with a second and long. Trying to move them on the counter. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's nickel. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Stepping to the right. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Cradles it at the 35. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs onto the football, like, it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And the Hurricanes will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the coverage team surrounding. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
You talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Keeps it on first down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you a huge third down. Might have a chance. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Nickel. Throws for the tight end. Got a man, it's Mueller. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The Canes look to keep this drive humming. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Witherspoon. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Irish use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Motion from the wide receiver. The play action fake. Caught over the middle, it's Woodside. First catch of the season as this freshman tight end wastes no time getting involved. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Breaks into the open. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Canes!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.